Oh. She's gonna get you, dude. She's gonna get you. Oh. At least you're smart enough to run away.
Previously at the ranch, we took a tour of the loop, surveyed some storm damage, and showed how we cut cookies and harvested rocks for our bar project. In this episode, we build a fence around pond number 2, plant some trees, do some electrical work, and test our interior design skills. Pond number 2 is a great fishing pond and is close to a lot of activity, but has one downside, a large drop on the side closest to the main camp, which we need to address. This green hose is 10 feet long and shows you the size of the drop.
Pond number 2 is what we call it because the first one's called pond number 1. This is one of the good ponds right by the main camp area that we're going to use. You can see over there we got a cabin that's kind of the pond side cabin, which has got a really good spot. You can walk out your front door and throw a fishing pole right in. But one of the first things we want to do is for safety is we're going to put a fence that's kind of covering this area because it's a pretty good drop down here to the pond, so we don't want any kids flying off the side and going into the pond, and that'll protect everyone.
The process was pretty simple. Reg ran a string and marked out where the posts needed to be to fit our fence boards. The guys then dug out the holes where the marks were and set the posts with concrete. And after 2 long days, at less than 4 feet, the fence is tall enough to do its job while not blocking the natural beauty of this environment. With just a few days left before more storms were set to roll in, we decided to take care of a few more outdoor tasks before we were forced back inside. So Reg brought his trailer and delivered some culverts for an irrigation project and some redwoods we needed to plant. The idea is to have these redwoods provide privacy from the one house we can see from the ranch up on the hill over there, while at the same time providing much needed cover for this exposed portion of the main camp. And just as Reg finished planting, the weather turned, giving our new friends a much-needed drink and forcing us to move to indoor projects. Built into the barn is a 40-foot metal shipping container. We decided this would be where we would keep the electrical equipment, as it was a good central location inside the building. The original power system was always meant to be temporary and served us well for almost 2 years, but we needed an upgrade for safety and practical purposes. Let me explain.
So here's our upgraded power setup. The original system was great. I designed it myself. We realized we needed 3 things. We needed more power, we needed more capacity. We also needed something that was going to be safe and would pass inspection. Normally like to build stuff ourselves, but in this case, it was best to hire a professional. The guys that came in did a really good job. They added another inverter, so now instead of having just 120, we've got 240. We've got the 2 MPPTs, so the 2 charge controllers. We've only got 9 panels out right now. We are going to be putting 24 panels on the roof. The combiner boxes are actually kind of an additional safety feature. Makes it easy to organize where all the strings are coming in. Here we've got the monitoring system, which is okay. Victron can do a little bit more work there to make it a little bit easier. Sometimes it forgets where it is in terms of how much battery power is left, which is kind of annoying, but beyond that, the system's been pretty good. In terms of battery capacity, we've got 13 kilowatt hours of storage. We've got 12 of the Battleborn batteries. We've got 10 kilowatts at 240 volts, so that's quite a bit of power. Plus, if we have something really big going on, we can add the generator. So the generator, the inverters, the battery, the solar will all work together, I think giving us a total output of well beyond what we need. Completely off grid, no utility here. Power comes in here and then it gets distributed to the rest of the property. When we do have power down at the house and some of the other spots that we're expanding into, we're probably going to create a microgrid. So we'll have a connection between here and there, but they'll also have their own inverter and solar so they can run on their own, but at night they'll drain off the batteries here.
In order to run various appliances and power the bar lighting, we needed to get another circuit run through the metal Connex box. Projects like this are perfect when we can't get equipment through the mud outside. So here's yours truly doing some electrical work. To decorate this back wall, Reg had the idea to get metal letters and spell out Lower Left Ranch in a creative way. With no discernible skill whatsoever, I accepted the challenge. Whoops. Next time at the ranch, Reg does some landscaping. We install some under-counter lighting. Bend some more conduit. Make a lot of people happy by bringing lights to the kitchen. We add a backsplash. We manage to finish painting in between the storms. And we deal with an unexpected visitor. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.